catch charters. I have a 19-foot Mako top drive, and it's an awesome boat for inshore fishing. It's been really good. I'm very happy with it. I'm wanting to get into the offshore game and do some other different charters that I've set up, that I've kind of come up with, and I think that are going to be a successful. I think people are going to enjoy the charters. They're going to like the way I run the business. And basically, what I did was I built a website, or had a website built from a friend of mine, and he did a great job on it. But I'm pre-booking for 2023, and that I have on there, if I book the 80 days of charters, then I'll be able to get the boat that I've been looking at for offshore fishing, which is what I've been looking at, is the Everglades 350 or the Everglades 435. There's a big difference in prices, but and also the size. One's a 35 footer and the other's a 43.5 foot boat. So but both of them have got very similar amenities. They've got a head, shower, a place to lay down in the center console, and then they've got seating in the bow. It's got a little flip down fighting chair with a gimbal mount in the tackle station, and then plenty of seating, both of them. So it's, I think that it's going to be those are going to be good boats. So basically that's what I want to do, is book the charters. If I get to 80 days, my plan is to try to buy the 350 Everglades or the 435. Obviously, if I get more days, then the 435 is going to be what I really am going for. But the Everglades 350 is still a beautiful boat. It still rides like a dream. The boat's built like a tank. All Everglades are amazing. I love them. So it's I think it's going to be a good boat, and it's going to last me for a really long time, no matter which one I get. And my plan would be if I get the 350, I'm going to upgrade to the 435 as soon as possible, because it's just, if you look at them, they're very similar. It's just the main difference is the finishes inside the console, as far as the shower, the toilet, and the where to sleep. And then I won't be doing any overnight charters or anything that I see, unless somebody wants to do that. But that's more for like the commercial fishing side of it, because I do that as well. So for me, so that I can sleep while I'm out there and fishing commercially. So, but it's just the other thing is, like, there's seating down in the console, so it'd just be more comfortable for the client if they want to get out of the sun and go sit down, get in the AC and like chill, cool down a little bit. The 435's got a fridge, freezer, a sink, like a nice sink, microwave, different things like that. So has a few more of the nicer finished amenities, whereas the 350 doesn't have some of that stuff. And it also, the other main thing that I like about it is, at the helm you have 3 seats, like bolster seats, really nice. But then right behind it, you have another bench seat that will hold 3 or 4 more people. So most of the charters are going to be 6-person charters, right? But my plan is, once I get the boat, is to go ahead and get the rest of my 90 days I need for the tonnage, so that I can get my masters. And once I get my masters, I'll just my quarter ton, 25 ton or whatever. Once I get that, then I'll be able to hold the capacity of the vessel, which for both of those is 14. So which will be great. Well, really 12, I guess, technically, but so I'll be able to take 12 people fishing or on a charter, so which should come in handy more for like I feel like for my sandbar trips and moonlight cruises and stuff like that. 12 people probably, but if people want to go offshore and go fish deep, yep, let's roll. So we'll go. But that's kind of the plan. That's why I like the 435. But what I was saying was that the 435 has got basically room for 6 or 7 people underneath the top, and then it's also got a second station up top. So my plan is that all 6 of the charters, the chartees or whatever, will be able to sit in a chair on the run out, which is something that I think is pretty cool. Obviously, it's a route with these new monster center consoles. Everyone's kind of going that way, but most of them I think are not chartering. They're more just for personal use. But I feel like that's going to be a good thing, because like when I was growing up and going out on charters, there was nothing more frustrating than getting 6 people in a boat and realizing there's nowhere to sit for anybody, and you all have to stand for the 6 hours, 8 hours, or 12 hours that you're going out on a charter, and it's not fun. So these are things that I picked up through chartering. These are things I picked up from other captains. These are things that but I see it, I recognize that it's a good idea, and I think it needs to be done. Especially for when you're trying to run a business, you want to have the best stuff for your clients, right? Like, nobody wants to put out a halfway done product, or put half the effort into something. You want to put 100% into it, and being able to book the 2023 up for all my charters is going to be what I need in order to get the nice boat that's going to be big enough to go offshore and run and hold 12 people for your sandbar trips, to get 12 people out there and hanging out and doing their thing, or for your moonlight cruises when you're and basically, what we'll do is just, you'll get with me and book a charter, book the charter on the website. I've set it up to where you do it all yourself, which was a big thing, because most charter websites you look at, you have to call. It says booking, and it's got a phone number, and it's got an email address. And it was always frustrating, because most charter boat captains are busy. So you call, you get a message, you leave a message, then they call you back. So you're kind of like in limbo. Whereas I just wanted this to be, you go to my website, you find the charter you want to book, you go to booking, click the day, scroll through the calendar. It's a calendar style, so when you go to booking, you'll see it's a calendar. You go through, click on the day you want. So if you're going to be on the beach this week in August, you go to the days that you want to charter that be most convenient for you. You click on it. If it's available, it'll be there. Select a charter, book it. You'll pay a deposit of whatever. Each charter has got different deposits, depending on how much they are. And then credit card, pay the deposit. You get a confirmation email of the charter day, the booking information. Put your phone number and your email address in when you do your booking, and then I'll get a confirmation email. Yeah, it's done. It's booked. Yep. Day of your charter, you just show up. And we'll do it. And that's basically what we'll do is just put in the comments like what island you're staying at, where you're staying at, and then we'll figure out the closest public marina to you with public parking. You pull in, I'll come in there with the boat, I'll pick you up, we'll head out, we'll do our thing, come back, drop you off right there. So just that way you're not having to drive an hour and 15 minutes or 2 hours if you don't want to. Now if you want to drive up to Southport, or which where I'll have the boat docked, then you're more than welcome to do that. So, but if you don't want to, I'll come down, I'll get you, pick you up, we'll take you out, we'll go fishing. And that's for the inshore or the offshore charters. It just depends on what you want to do. Let's see. So, yeah, I feel like it's a good idea. Basically, I know, yeah, it's crowdfunding. That's basically what I'm doing, but you're paying for a service instead of just donating money. And that's really what I wanted to do. Is I don't want people to just give me money. I want to work for the money, and I want to work for the product, the finished product, which is the boat and the business. But I just don't have the money for them to go and get all that stuff. And it's risky, right? Because you do all this, and I haven't even booked a single charter, and you're $400,000 in debt from Jump Street, and it's like, all right, maybe I shouldn't do it this way. So rather than waiting another 20 years until I can get the money together to do it myself, I figured let's just try this. We'll try to book up for the year, you know, because I have the passion, I have the drive, I know exactly how I'm gonna do it. I know these charters that I'm offering are things that are not out there. Some of them are, obviously, because, you know, fishing charters are fishing charters. So, like your moonlight cruises and your like custom moonlight cruises, I've got one called the Cruise Dinner Cruise, where like, hey, let's just stay at Oak Island, right? And you're like, man, I really want to do something different with the family. You know, you're two or three families renting a house together, or one big giant family. Well, you book the charter for Cruise Dinner Cruise, which is basically where I'll pick you up at the probably like Blue Water, because Blue Point Marina or whatever it is now. But I'll pick you up there. I'll take you. We'll go on the boat. We'll do a little cruising up the intercoastal or down the intercoastal to whatever restaurant on the water that you want to go to, right? And then when we get there, we'll dock the boat. You can go inside, eat your dinner, have your drinks, hang out, whatever you want to do. And then when you're done, you're finished with your meal, you come, get back on the boat. We'll finish the cruise out, little moonlight evening cruise back to, you know, the public ramp that I picked you up at. I think, you know, something like that. It's just a little bit different, and it's not too expensive. I've got that charter for $300 for a 3-hour block. And you know, it's something that you know, you probably will never forget that. These are things that I'll never forget the first time that I got to do that with my family. I'll say that. So I think that these charters, a lot of them are a little bit different, and they're things that I think will be a success. And I think people are gonna have a great time. And I know I said it's $300 for a 3-hour block, but I'm open to custom charters. I'm open to whatever you want to do. If I can provide a service between the boat and the charter, yeah, let's roll. Let's do it. So I want customers to be happy, and I want to be able to put this boat to use, and I want to be able to charter the boat. But yeah, so rarecatchcharters.com, and it's rarecatchcharters@gmail.com. So any questions, please feel free to hit me up. You know, and there's a bunch of other cruises on there, but these are some, I think it's a good idea. So please go check my website out, and just yeah, let's book a charter. I'm telling you, it's gonna be fun.